We're going to start here with question number 1. And question 1 is, it has this idea of K. And whenever I see a question with where K is an unknown constant, I think of it as a two-step equation. So the first step here, first we're going to find K. And then after we finish that and figure out what K is, then we're going to use what we figured out. So then we're going to use K. So let's go through these 2 steps. We're going to use this part for step 1, where I know both the input and the output of the function. So the output is negative 41. That's what I'm going to replace f of x with. And that equals 2k, and then the x value is this 3. And here I have an equation with only one variable. The variable here is k. I can figure out what that is because I got rid of both the function, the y value, and the x value. So let's see here, negative 41. Well, 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 is 18, so I'll put 18k minus 5. Let's add 5 to the other side. I'll get negative 36. Divide both sides by 18, negative 2 equals k. And now I'm going to take this value and I can rewrite the function now that f of x equals, well, if k is negative 2, then 2 times negative 2 is going to be a negative 4x squared minus 5. So we're going to use that new function now with the k value entered in to evaluate f of negative 3. So f of negative 3 is going to be negative 4. Make sure you put that negative 3 in parentheses with the squared outside the parentheses. It's really important that we square the negative with the 3. That means we're going to get a positive 9 when we square that. Positive 9 times negative 4 will be a negative 36 minus 5. That's going to give me a negative 41. And my final answer is A. Now, if you're wondering, is that kind of like a coincidence that my original function here had negative 41 and my final answer is negative 41? No, that's not a coincidence. If you look really closely at this function, you'll see that the x value is squared. So you can also see that 3 squared and negative 3 squared are the same thing, right? They're both equal to positive 9. So if you had seen that at the very beginning and seen that, whatever this is when I plug in 3, I will get exactly the same result when I plug in negative 3. And since I got negative 41 for 3, I'll also get negative 41 for negative 3. You could go straight to A as your final answer if you saw that shortcut. But I did want to walk you through the steps because a lot of times you don't just like see something. And of course, there's always a way to figure it out, even if it's a little bit longer. And I definitely wanted to show you that idea of first you find K, then you use K, because you don't always have a shortcut in the question. If this was like f of 3 is negative 41, what is f of negative 5? We could still figure that out the long way, but then the shortcut would no longer exist for us. So it is important to know all the steps.